Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Fresco, fame of House Fresh, first of his name, King of the North, Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, King of the Andals, and all the seven kingdoms. You can follow me on Twitter at Fresco Bin Famous, that's B-I-N Famous, and on Instagram at Fresco Fame. Splash.
And it's your boy Flaw 700, a.k.a. Flaw Claw Van Dam, a.k.a. Flaw Cigar.
Oh! Yeah, bitch.
A.k.a. your boy, Dumb Some Goy.
Suck it,
Sake Sue. Suck it to me. I suck it to you.
Yo.
Hey everybody, it's Kailah. I'm back. You can find me on Twitter at vitamin_KAI and Instagram _Killa_KAI. Hi, friend.
What's up, shout it?
Ain't shit, another day, another dollar.
What's the last episode you was on?
Love is
With
free.
Bub?
Yeah, love is free.
Shout out to Bub.
Shout out to my boy.
Yeah,
Shout out to
shame
Bub.
God.
Love is free.
We got a special guest in the building.
Facts.
He already done let the world hear his voice.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a special guest in the building, man. Very special guest because it was this guy's event that actually gave the award to your boys. The award that y'all been hearing, that we've been telling you about, man. It was a surprise. I got the phone call from Fresco. Hey, yo, the town is honoring y'all and honoring us. And I'm like, say word. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So at the end of the day, man, I wrote this down because I wanted to get this right. We got the entrepreneur.
Ooh.
Entrepreneur? Huh?
Yeah.
Event curator. The young OG in the building. Quayshaun.
Yeah.
Tell him what's good, man.
What's
good,
up, Quay?
man? What's
My
good,
boy.
world? My boy. My good. Happy to be here. Kailah. We on air salute. It's your boy, Quayshaun Williams, a.k.a. King Frankie, a.k.a. Money
Okay.
Mitch, a.k.a. Manolo
That's
Franklin,
AKA Freddie.
a.k.a. Young
Right.
Chicken and Brock. It's like, nah.
Yeah, I want to let you know that Jarrell must really be excited you here because he fucks up everybody's introduction.
Oh, really?
I'm going to tell you that right now.
I appreciate that.
I wouldn't say that.
Me and
I
my
mean,
boy been communicating all week, though. I
That's-
really like that.
I'll be honest with you, though. It's
That's
like
why I
that.
started taking over them shits. This is fact.
Why did y'all throw it on me? Like, you don't have an introduction
But when
ready?
you bring a guest, for your guest, you never have an introduction ready for the people you bring. That's
Man,
great.
I had more stuff in my bio. He just read my Instagram bio. I had more stuff.
He
in my
cheated.
Exactly.
No, but I just changed it. So he just read,
Nah, the intro don't count, son. The intro don't count, son. The intro supposed to be fly off the wing.
Nah, but I appreciate that because he took his research, you feel me, to like kind of get into what I had going on.
I mean that up, man.
I mean, yeah, but he get a couple points taken away for that shit.
I do my intros from scratch. All of my intros from scratch. Okay.
I'm
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm dry snitching.
That's
this
crazy.
shit on the low.
So before we
That's funny as shit.
before we start the episode off, man, I just want to say what's good to the Extended Podcast Brothers family, the extended family. You know what I'm saying? We once again live from Starbucks downtown Trenton.
Yeah.
And we like to start our weeks off. We like to start our episode off by talking about our week. So as a guest, Q, you want to tell us, you want to go first and tell us how your week went?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, my week was phenomenal. Like, this was one of the best. I feel like every week has just been getting better and better for me. This is my quarter. That's why I shout out to Meek Mill. He dropped his album in the fourth quarter. I feel like my whole life, I always owned the fourth quarter. My birthday is in the fourth quarter. I found my purpose in life, and I wake up just feeling like aligned with the universe. Lately, that's how I've been feeling. This week, the beginning of the week, I actually was thinking like, yo, I need to get my personal life in order. I've been doing a lot of businesses and a lot of events and stuff. So I was like, yo, I need to just take a break from social media. And you know what? I'm going to just take a break until 2019, come back strong, revitalize, rest up. But something came over me and it's just like, nah, man, you got more to do. You got, more things that has to be done. So I was like, you know what? I'm feeling just like positive energy. I'm feeling in the spirit. It's festive, the holiday season. All my brothers and sisters is home. I was telling you earlier, I'm the oldest of 6, and I just felt in the mood to give back.
Right.
So in the beginning of the week, I started to bring to life this event called the Holiday Give Back downtown at Isla Mays Restaurant. Where we're going to have free food, we're going to have free new toys, free books, used and new. We're going to have free hot chocolate, free sponsored gift bag. Shout out to all our sponsors involved. You can see that on my Instagram page. So I've been getting everything in order for the event, which is something I love to do.
So what you're saying is you making moves.
I'm making moves out here.
That's what's up.
Nevertheless.
Yeah.
Always working.
I can dig it. I like the moves that are being made.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you was it more to your week?
Yeah. What else? I meditated.
How do you meditate? 'Cause I meditate too, but I doubt we talk about the same thing.
Nah, I meditate like that. Too.
Okay,
I meditate,
all right.
But this week I chose to do a different approach, and it sounds cliche, but I actually really took 10 deep breaths, cleared my mind, and took that little bit out of my day to just clear my head and focus on my breathing for real.
It makes a difference.
It made. Oh my God, I felt like the weight of the world was lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I meditated. What else I do this week? That's pretty much it.
Okay. Shout out to Q for his lit ass week and being on this motherfucking grind. That's what it's all about.
Like a lifetime for me.
Kayla, how was your week, Kayla?
My week was fine. Just getting ready for the new year. Getting ready to head to Detroit for Kenya's graduation.
Oh, shout out to
Kenya.
Kenya. Out in Detroit, baby. Shout out. What she get her degree in?
I don't know. I know it's a bachelor's, but I don't
Bachelor's,
know.
okay. It
Black
don't
excellence.
matter. She getting the
Getting that
degree in
degree.
something.
Black excellence.
So that Chandra got me back in the gym, so I've been in the gym.
Sweet.
Yeah, I did yoga yesterday, and it felt great. I feel great. So yeah, just working on that slowly but surely, getting back into that.
Word.
Getting back into my meal prep stuff because I've been slacking, and yeah. Instead of waiting until the new year, everybody, new year, new me. We ain't on that type of time. We're starting now.
Right.
Might as well.
Right.
Fuck it.
Yeah, working.
Time's a wasting.
Yeah, work, eat, sleep, repeat. Working on some stuff for the website that'll be coming soon. Yeah, that's it.
Really? That's it? Really?
Y'all be so mad because y'all weeks be so corny. Do
I was
not be a
waiting.
hater. I ain't got
waiting on
no
it.
week.
I was like,
Don't be
here
mad
we
at
go.
me. Don't be mad at me because my weeks be popping.
My week was pretty cool, man. Yesterday was a big sneaker release. Who got them Concords yesterday? I did.
You
God
did.
damn it. Yeah.
They're fresh too. They fresh.
Listen, it's a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? Listen, let me help explain this, right? I was asked with Jordans, why do you buy the same shoe over and over?
I want to hear this answer.
Well, this particular, you know what? God damn it.
Who's gonna do it?
This particular shoe I got on my foot, I never had this shoe in my fucking life. It originally came out in 95. I was 9. I was broke. Can't buy no goddamn Jordans in 95. And then they re-released again, and I was broke then too. Shit. But I took my black ass to Cherry Hill Mall at 7 in the morning because the Kicks USA was opening at 8. And I got in line. I only waited an hour. That was it.
Shout out to Cherry
You know,
Hill
that's
Mall.
longer than what I've ever waited for a pair of sneakers. I've never stood in line for a pair of sneakers before, but I knew these shits was coming out back in May.
Were you guaranteed to get them in the line though? Like, had that hour been up, was it a possibility they might not have been there?
Hell no.
Okay,
Because
okay.
I was going to take somebody else's.
Okay.
That's what the fuck would happen. You seen that video clip in Walmart? Whatever the fuck they
I was about to say you was gonna be on the
shade.
shade room.
Yeah, I would be on the shade room trampling niggas like, no, these belong to me.
Fresco from the
But nah.
podcast. brothers.
But nah, it was a big deal for me to get them shit. So it wasn't bad. I was like number 13 in line. So
Word.
it wasn't bad. But other than that, man, watching my son grow is amazing. This boy is he know how to work any piece of technology like the back of his hand, yo. It's the weirdest shit I've ever
That's
seen.
all kids nowadays.
Yeah.
It's so
like he navigate. I'm like, let me do it for you. He said, nah. I was like, oh shit. All right, well, you don't need me. My job here is done. You know what I'm saying? You're grown. But same old shit, dad shit, work shit, figuring out. Going to LA in a couple of weeks.
Word.
Gonna be in LA for New Year's Eve. Any of my podcast folks out in LA want to link up with your boy, hit me up. I'm trying to do some work when I'm out in Los Angeles.
So I guess it's my turn. My week?
I guess we can hear about the little shit you did.
That's the facts, though. I ain't do much. I ain't do nothing, man. Like, I ain't gonna tell you about work, the gym. Like, it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
Did you learn any new moves in kickboxing?
Oh, you started kickboxing.
I've been doing kickboxing for a minute. That's where the Flaw Claw Van Damme come from.
Oh yeah.
Flaw Seagal.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, that's where that come from.
Oh, that's where you
Yeah.
really lived this.
Yeah.
Word.
You thought it was just a name? I'm really out here roundhouse kicking niggas, man.
Yeah, you really kick the shit out of somebody. Like,
Man, that motherfucker can't.
Dead ass, man.
bang and shit over there.
Absolutely.
Funny as hell.
Besides just watching a hell of a lot of...
Wait, I can see a bicycle kicking some
Hey, listen, ain't no rules in the streets.
I here look like Michael J. White and shit.
Whatever I got the advantage on, that's how it's going down.
Right.
That's funny.
But just watching a lot of The Last Dragon, you know what I'm saying? Just doing my thing, man. I don't do much. Work and I chill, I leave people alone.
You do a lot, actually. Don't
What I
say
do?
that. Don't discredit yourself. You do a lot.
Sitting around editing podcasts and recording.
That's work.
Yeah,
that's
it's work.
grinding. That's work. Stop this job.
Okay.
Yourself.
So one thing I did is I relaunched the 700 Block
Thank
podcast.
you. Come on now.
I did that.
Drop the hand
So
claps.
yeah. This
The
ain't
people
after
was waiting for that.
All right. So that's what I did. So y'all can look out for that. The 700 Block podcast. I dropped that Tuesdays, man. So yeah, y'all can look out for that.
Sweet.
So when Kailah's in the building, we like to get our sexual education on.
Ooh, it's a lit ass podcast. I came on the right week.
Well, not that type of sexual education. It ain't that type.
All right.
She probably gonna scare the shit out of you. What you
We
got?
like to teach the truth.
I'm not scared.
We
of
like to teach the
nobody.
truth to the young black youth out here.
I like that.
Not young and old.
And old.
Yeah.
Everybody
People be out
who
here
is lacking
fucking.
knowledge.
Don't sleep.
Word.
Yeah.
So
For the Gmails out there dropping it like it's hot, you can benefit from this information.
So the
Word.
topic that Kailah brought to our attention was getting tested for STIs, even if you're in a relationship. STIs, you want to know? That's sexually transmitted infections. Yes.
It can also a lot of times it's used interchangeably with STDs. That's what more people
Right.
know
That's
it
what
as.
people consider it as. But if you say STIs, they'll look at you like, "What's that? What's that?"
Hear it every day. What's that?
I feel like you can kind of figure it out, but that's just me being smart. But go ahead.
Oh, well, I came across this article and like Flaw was saying, it was talking about how you should get tested for STIs even if you are in a quote-unquote monogamous relationship. And I say quote-unquote because a lot of times people think they're in a monogamous relationship. Or even if you are. I mean, like monogamous, quote-unquote monogamous, same difference. But the 4 reasons it was saying why. 1, you might have a previously undiagnosed infection. A lot of times STIs are asymptomatic, which means you don't know you have it because you're not itching, burning, smelling. And that's quite common. I see it every day at work.
I pee comfortably.
So you think.
So you think.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Another reason why you and your partner haven't been tested since y'all got together. And again, that could go play back into the whole, y'all been together forever, but you're not showing any symptoms.
And you didn't get tested before y'all got together.
Yeah.
So you might think.
3rd reason, you cheated, or 4th reason, your partner might have cheated. Again, that's where the quote-unquote monogamous portion comes into play. And there shouldn't even be a negative connotation when it comes to getting tested because what's wrong with going to the doctor to make sure you're healthy?
You got to be mature, though, because you just randomly walk up to your girl and be like, yo, I think we both should get tested.
It's like, why? What'd you cheat?
Yeah,
Like,
that's an
no,
argument.
I just want
I
to
did that with one of my ex-girlfriends before. She was mad as fuck. I was like, yeah, I went and got tested earlier. She's what? Nah, went and got. I had to say it slow, so I made sure I didn't say nothing. I went and got tested earlier.
But there's nothing wrong with that. And we
Yeah,
need
it
to get
shouldn't
away
be.
from
Tight.
that
I was like,
negative,
the fuck? I was.
we need to get away from the negative connotation that surrounds getting tested.
Word.
It's just like the negative connotation that's around going to the doctor in general. Nobody wants to go to the doctor until something falling off.
It's
It's
that
like,
copay.
why wait?
It's that
Come on, drink
copay.
some
I mean, there's a couple reasons why.
Drink some Robitussin. You
Put
all
some
right?
ice on it. You'll be all right.
Nah, knowing black people, they just go to the emergency room.
Yeah.
Or drink some Robitussin.
Or drink some Robitussin.
One of them shit's gonna work.
And yeah, and just sometimes, just like I was saying earlier, like I was making jokes about it, but dead ass serious. It's like sometimes if it's not uncomfortable when you pee, if you don't have symptoms and you go to the next relationship, you think you don't have nothing,
Right.
but at the same time, you're not going to feel all the symptoms that you might have. And then you with your girl, whoever you with, and y'all together for a long time, and you just thinking, well, I ain't got nothing. You don't feel nothing. You ain't got nothing. But what you don't realize is you didn't get tested going into the new relationship, and you just carry something over, and you got no idea.
Better to
Yeah.
get ahead of it than let it get in front of you.
Right.
But just like what Fresco said, you bring that up to the person that you with. That's an argument waiting to happen.
Whoa, baby, whoa! Why you so mad?
I think it's all about the delivery, though.
What
like,
is that,
if you just
pussy
out
hot?
of nowhere and just be like,
What's
babe,
that?
like, when's the last time you gotten tested? You know what I mean? And you talk to your partner, listen, babe, when's the last time you got tested? maybe
At
we should
this stage
go.
in the game, I don't think it should be an offensive question.
Nah, hell no. Especially if you're in a relationship.
Yeah, not even. You ain't even gotta be in a relationship.
Just talk
When
to
you just
somebody.
figuring somebody out, like,
Yeah.
like if I ask you that, bitch, if you get mad, bitch, you burn.
But I think she said one of the key words.
Right, that's how I'm gonna take it. Why are you getting mad? I'm asking
Right.
you this very, very common, simple question.
Right.
Mature question.
Too hot.
One of the key words that stuck out to me, what she said, was monogamous relationship, though, because a lot of times you would get tested if you're just a single person, or I would think you would more likely to get tested more frequently if you're single and you're having multiple relations with different women.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, they get comfortable in a relationship and they might not, get tested again once they get in a relationship with somebody, especially if it's a long-term relationship, you marry. How often do married couples go get tested?
Absolutely.
Right.
That's exactly why we have this conversation, because you think that you're not supposed to just because you went into your new relationship
Right.
burn free.
Burn free.
Burn free. And you thinking everything good.
I think that
That's the first person that came to mind was Usher.
when you're feeling
They
it.
trying to annihilate my boy.
Yeah. Now he
But
just had an
yeah,
album
so
come
more
out.
of the
He's good.
story, get tested. It's not that big of a deal.
Word.
There's so many resources out there to get tested for free
Hey.
or cheap.
You know what's crazy? What fuck you up when you go to the clinic and you see that bad bitch you was eyeing in there? Like, wait a minute. Shit. Maybe it wasn't what I thought it would be.
And if you are the aggressor in the conversation, I think that too, and that might just be me, but just from seeing, and not saying that I am one of those people, because I needed this education as well. If I'm in a relationship or if I'm not feeling some type of way, I might be like, I'm straight. But at the same time, I might not be, so let me get tested. But in my thinking, if you approach your other half or your better half, whatever you call it, like, let's go get tested, I just think you walk into a fight, and that's what I want the people to know, that
How
it
do you
shouldn't be
avoid a
that
fight
way.
in that scenario? How do you avoid
Education, receipts, links,
Right, but-
articles.
but
No,
here's
not
the
even
thing.
that. Just in the conversation sense of bringing it up to your spouse. How do you avoid an argument?
Here's the thing, Kayla, you are very educated in the sexual department.
Oh.
However that sounds.
Right. Okay.
You meet a guy.
Sexual health. Sexual health. Health. Sexual health.
You meet a guy
She's
who's
a pro.
All right.
She's a pro.
you meet a guy who's not as advanced as you.
Oh,
and you
Lord,
approach
all the
him,
damn time,
you approach him with the question.
Right.
And he's not mature on that level. So he might take it the wrong way. So we can sit here as four mature adults and be like, just have the conversation.
Yeah.
But the person that we're trying to have the conversation with just might not be on our level with that.
Then
Yeah.
I don't need to be having sex with you, because
That's-
you want to have sex, but you don't want to take care of the health, like the basic biological aspect of
Right.
having sex. And then be crying if you get something, or crying if somebody pops up pregnant, or
Be the first
whatever.
nigga crying on Facebook.
Yeah.
Right.
Facebook. You gonna go right
Facebook
on
is
You know
Facebook.
that niggas on there. Oh man, I know
annoying.
the niggas love this bitch. Let me go tell everybody on Facebook so they know about it.
Right.
Right. Make a post right now. Tell y'all about what she did to me.
thing that nigga-
First thing you
terrible.
do is make a post. I ain't gonna call you.
That's
I'm gonna
terrible.
tag you in it.
Right.
That's terrible.
But I make a Facebook
Nah, he ain't gonna
post.
tag her. She just gonna get hit
I'ma
with
scroll.
text messages and screenshots.
With
Girl,
screenshots.
Yes,
girl, you know this nigga
screenshot.
talking about you? Then you gotta go on the comment and defend yourself.
Yeah.
Just
At
looks
me or
bad.
at me.
That's
That's
just
my
bad.
slogan.
That's this new era.
Yeah, it's just
Everything
bad.
is on social media.
So right now we got to take a pause and pay the bills real quick. Y'all know how this works. I've been telling y'all. Y'all might hear a commercial, you might not. Shout out to Spreaker, but we'll be right back. And we are back, man. And we are back with some more in-depth questions we got for the guests, man. You already know how we do, man. So, Quayshaun,
Yes,
I know
sir.
I introduced you, and it was one of the illest introductions of all times.
all time.
Wow.
The GOAT.
Yes.
Wow.
But just get a listen to some more in-depth, description of who you are. I mean,
My name is Quayshaun Williams. I'm just a kid from West Trenton, Stuyvesant Avenue.
West Side.
I spent time growing up around North Trenton too. Shout out to Sweets and
Yeah.
Fountain. Got a shout out, but really, I'm just a kid from Trenton who honestly inspired to do better every day. I like to stay as humble as possible. I'm finally at the age where I know that I'm not special. I know I'm no different than anybody else, so that keeps me humble. I don't look down on nobody. I just feel like I was blessed with different set of circumstances that allowed me to give back to others. I'm truly passionate about doing that because I just feel like my life has changed once I began to look at myself of how can I be of service. I've been accomplishing all the things that I wanted to do when I started looking at the world, like how can I be of service to others. Naturally, I started attracting good, positive energy and people in my life to help me accomplish all my goals and stuff like that. So.
Okay, that's some good shit. So when you, in the midst of you being a service to others, you then come up with the Netflix and chill event.
Network, yo, I'm gonna kill him. Like
you said Netflix.
Damn,
everybody do that.
It's a simple slip of the tongue. It's a simple slip of the tongue.
So you came up with Netflix and chill.
Right. Netflix and chill.
Pardon me.
Now let's roll with that. I came up with Netflix.
Quay came up with Netflix and chill. But with you wanting to be of service to people, how did you take that vision and then create the network and chill?
So I used to be a rapper growing up. When I was like 16.
I remember you want to shout
story of my life.
And Quay and them.
Yeah, that's why I said, look, you peep gang, that's why I say I'm no different. When I actually analyze my story, I'm like, damn, what did I do? What most black kids do in America, right? I played basketball, right, up until that point. Trying to go to the league. My favorite player was Allen Iverson, of course, right? Then I started being a rapper, right? How many other niggas got that same story?
Probably 97%.
A whole bunch of them, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? I'm no different than anybody else. I'm just out here looking for a platform. And that is actually how I came up with the concept to do network and chill with my business partner, Marquisa, because...
Shout out to Marquisa.
Shout out to Keisa Lou. At Keisa_Lou. Got to big her up because she's 50% of network and chill. And my whole like time up until leading to that point, I was just like, I'm always looking for a platform. Let me stop looking for a platform and create my own platform, just like what y'all doing here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, this is damn near Trenton's radio show. You understand what I'm saying?
Talk about
County,
it.
You know what I mean? There was no radio station here.
You said
right?
it, not me.
We always used to be like, damn, I wish I could get my record on Power 99 or BET 106 in Park. Y'all are a platform. And look at it. Everything that's going on, everybody comes through y'all. You know what I mean? Like, you providing that platform so other people can, you know what I mean, contact you. Everybody narcissistically wants to be noticed. They want to be recognized.
Right.
Everybody wants to do that. That's why we recognized y'all at our event at Network and Chill. And me and Keisa are on one accord when it comes to, we just want to create a platform for other people because we realize that we're stronger together than we are apart. Individually, we are all dope. But one thing other communities and other different cultures have up on us is unity. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And then spending some time in Atlanta, I got to see how everybody down there sticks together and they don't feel like me providing a platform for you is going to take away from what I got going on. You understand what I'm saying? So me and her, we were looking for an idea for a name to throw an event. We both came from brainstorming and she had in mind net worth and chill. I was like, yo, we should call it Network and Chill because everybody's going to be networking and it's going to play off the Netflix and Chill. Right. It's just a catchy slogan.
And it's dope, too, because that's not like anybody's official slogan, so you didn't like steal it from the company. I didn't steal it,
but one thing we did notice when we searched it, there's people doing network and chills in Memphis, Tennessee, Iowa, like you know what I mean? Right. And it plays again to we're not special. Everybody else is trying to do what we're doing. There's somebody else doing a podcast in their city at another Starbucks.
There's more podcasts in the town.
I've seen other podcasts titled like the Brothers Podcast.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
So I've seen the podcast actually start with the Wayans Brothers intro. I was like, woo.
That's crazy. Yeah, let's not promote that.
Yeah, they got that from us, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to them still.
Shout out to them. For real. Shout out to the Wayans brothers.
Absolutely. We were just talking about the Wayans brothers too. Absolutely. Fact.
Yeah, y'all like the Wayans brothers, man. But yeah, that's honestly how it came up. We was just thinking of a name and she came up with Net Worth and Chill and I was like, yo, let's do Network and Chill. And then we just found out that it was trendy. So it's just it was our event name. It's not our actual brand behind what we're doing. We actually are working on creating a nonprofit organization together, WB Enterprise, which is my last name and her last name, Williams and Blackstone Enterprise. But
that's dope.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Now, speaking of your brand, so a lot of times when people are speaking about their brands, they focus on the positive things, which is all fine and well. But I feel like it's also important to sometimes talk about things on the back end and some of the things that may not always go so great at times.
Yeah.
So Can you tell us about a time that you handled a difficult situation regarding your brand?
Yes, absolutely. Because me and Keisha, she's an alpha woman. I'm an alpha man. So we naturally, when you put any alphas in the room, naturally you guys are always trying to overpower one another, just naturally because it's that much energy going on. So one thing we struggled with at first was delegating on and identifying my strengths, my weaknesses, her strengths, her weaknesses, and how we could have those two work hand in hand, because there was different things that she would do and I'd be like, I don't like that. We'd be arguing over something as small as like a flyer. Like, nah, I feel like it should be red and black. I feel like, she's like, I feel like it should be gold. And I'm like, little stuff like that can turn into an argument. You understand what I'm saying? Just over little things. So I was like, you know what? Identifying different responsibilities. You're going to be responsible for this. I'm going to be responsible for that. So just like working as a unit and working as a team and just delegating. I think that's really important, in knowing when you're building a team, just knowing what am I good at, what am I not good at, so I can allow her to do the things I'm not good at, so therefore we're not competing with one another.
We had that same problem.
Word.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard when you're an alpha. You're used to doing everything
by yourself. Yeah,
you have the mentality it's not going to get done right.
Exactly.
If I'm not doing
it.
I guess that's me then, because I'll be like, yo, I need help. I'm like, nah, I got this.
You got this.
He used to get mad at me because I used to shoot his ideas down. I didn't know
it was worse than that though. Like,
nah, man, don't do that shit.
Y'all get ruthless sometimes.
But
That's
it's
why
just like, yo, I got a dope ass idea. Yo, what you think it is? Nah,
that shit corny.
Right. Oh, word. And in all actuality, I ain't even really think this shit through. I just listened to what he said. It was like, nah, nigga.
So you take into account that he didn't even think about it, but you know it's
but you know
fire.
Right.
I was like, sir.
When he told me, I had to sit back. I was like, damn, I threw you that shit. I was like, oh, you right. It was my fault. So now I just say yeah to everything. Fuck it.
Those are growing things. Those are growing things.
Right. Just do it.
So, I remember like growing up, right? Yeah. And listening to like our favorite rappers, our favorite musicians. They would always say they looked up to the pimps, to the hustlers. They never had nobody to actually look up to.
Yeah.
Us having this podcast platform, you being an entrepreneur in your own right.
Yeah.
Tell us the importance of being an entrepreneur in the black community.
So this is really good, but I definitely don't want to skip to what you said, because I was just like that. I looked up. My dad was a hustler. My mom dated drug dealers my whole life.
Yeah.
I grew up naturally looking up to drug dealers. Those were the closest people that had everything that I thought was cool, right? All the movies, especially in the 90s, right? You know, all the movies hyped that up.
I wanted to be Nino Brown.
You wanted to be Nino Brown. You know what I mean? He was cool.
But they was the hood entrepreneurs.
They were businessmen. They were entrepreneurs.
Shit, I still want to be Ghost.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Those are the most appealing stories, though, right?
Right.
Those are always the most important, like, appealing stories. But what they leave out, or I ain't say what they leave out, because they included in all those movies is the demise of those people living that lifestyle. But niggas don't pay attention to that. They fall in love with Tony Montana coming off the boat from Cuba, making nothing into something. That's what America falls in love with. You know what I mean? Is that whole process and stuff like that. So I grew up looking up to those people, not knowing that they were entrepreneurs. They just used their mentality differently. You understand what I'm saying? And they product was, illegal, unfortunately, in America.
It was good.
You feel me?
So they said.
But what was the original question? Because I definitely
don't know.
Right. Well, just being the importance of being an entrepreneur in the black community.
That's like simple to me, because once I realized it's like you're either going to own or be owned. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you are either going to build your dream, or you're going to work for somebody else and build their dream.
What Tyrese say on Baby Boy?
It's buyers and sellers.
Commerce, nigga.
Commerce.
Commerce, nigga.
For real. And I always had that mind. Yo, I thought about this, right? When I was young, I was like 8 years old, and you know how it was like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, right? I was playing with my uncle. I was playing with my uncles and my cousins. Yo, I used to rip off pieces of paper, and I was like, yo, we gonna make our own card game, and you gonna draw the monsters, and I'm gonna give them names, and we gonna give them like attributes and stuff like that, like the Pokemon. Yeah. We stopped playing Monopoly, son. I cut out a notebook and made a board game and made little chance cards and community chess cards. Like, I always had that mentality of like being creative. You understand what I'm saying? So I always naturally
I'd
wanted
just
to
called you another bad little nigga. Man, play the game right. Get back on the board.
I always went against everything else. Like, you know
I
what I
can't
mean?
play Uno with you. I already know that, dude.
You feel me? Like,
we're never playing Uno.
Nigga, he the nigga you play Uno with. He be like, nah, you can't do that. Like, no, you can't. You can't.
I think it's wrong 6.
Now I'm about to bring you back in. We got playing bring backs.
That's funny as
Yo, nah, but dead ass though. Like I've naturally always been an entrepreneur. I always wanted to create my own things, and once I realized that, especially in this beautiful time that we're growing up, and I feel like I'm growing up in one of the most opportunistic times ever. With as far as like social media, being a millennial, we get to bridge the gap from the older generation and then the generation coming up. We still cool, you know what I mean? I love this age, this mid-20s age that I'm in right now. I feel like once you create your own platform and your own businesses and stuff like that, you don't have to look for anybody to help you. You have all the answers to your problems. And one thing that really helped me with being an entrepreneur is a lot of people think that you need money to start your dreams and to build on your dreams. And they feel like a job is like a dream killer, and it's in a way when it's really a dream supporter, and you actually don't need as much money as you think you need, right? Once you start realizing that you just gotta utilize your resources the right way, right? When we did our event, I took the network of people that I knew and I said, okay, I need a venue, right? I found someone who can give me a venue of no cost. I didn't need no money. All I had to do was think about all the people I knew and open my mouth and ask for help.
Right.
You know what I mean? And utilize my access. So whatever you're trying to do, that's why we do our networking events. Whether or not you got an idea in your head that you think won't work, come out to our networking events, because you might say you want to do hair or anything. You want to be a graphic designer or you want to start your own clothing line. You come out and you meet somebody. They might be like, yo, my boy got a print shop, or yo, my boy do graphic design, my boy do logo. Once you connect with people, you don't have to do everything by yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And when you are an entrepreneur, you start to find your purpose, and the stuff that you do, it don't feel like work. I genuinely I'm a workaholic. I made it my business to not take no vacations this year. Just because I just wanted to see what 1 year of just grinding and dedicating to myself, what would it do? I ain't going to lose nothing. I had mad years of just bullshitting. You feel me? Let me just dedicate 1 year to just grinding, and like my whole life is changing.
That's what's up, man. That's a good thing.
Word.
God damn it. So you just talked about everything that you got going on, from entrepreneurship to your networking chill to you being the top of 6 children. Strip all that away.
Yeah.
Take away the networking chill.
Yeah.
Take away
work.
Take away work. Take away everything that you got going on to improve your business. Who is cute? What's a regular day of nothing or relaxation
nerd.
like for you?
I'm a nerd, yo. I watch YouTube interviews all the time.
What interviews?
I listen to Gary Vee. When I'm not listening to motivation, I listen to The Breakfast Club, the Joe Budden podcast. I'm a hip-hop nerd. I'm always listening to new music. I like being around my family, spending time with my brothers and sisters when I can. What else I like doing? I like playing basketball. I'm a regular nigga. I like playing basketball at least once, twice a week. I don't play video games no more like I could. I haven't been watching sports.
You got a bad habit? Tell me one bad habit that you have that you notice you got, but it's just a habit. You can't. You have
woman. I feel like
I
Lord.
like women. I noticed that with myself. But a bad personal habit.
That you feel comfortable sharing?
Yeah, that I'm
even if you don't,
book.
fuck that.
I'm an open book.
Tell it all. I want to get the juice.
I mean, I don't really have nothing crazy that I'm like ashamed of or anything like that. I think my biggest distraction sometimes be women.
Chew when you eat. You clumsy.
I masturbate too much.
Ain't nothing wrong with masturbation. We will not shame masturbation here. Ain't nothing wrong with masturbating.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with masturbating. I just expected to say that shit. That's all right. I thought he was going to say, like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking.
Nah, where he was going, I'm like, oh, no. Like, you feel me?
Like what we reaching for?
Okay,
all right. You want me to go there? I'm about to go there.
I mean, I think that's a healthy habit, but cool.
Ditto.
Cool.
I'm always eating shit that I don't supposed to be eating sometimes, sticking to my diet. I really want to get back on my fitness wave.
Help me.
Yeah, I really was like on it at one point, but then like when you trying to like do, I don't want to make excuses, but like it's hard for me to find time when you like, I got a regular day job. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm
Everything
also trying
revolves around those albums.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to find time to like work out. I don't have no kids.
But you're right about that, because the podcast that I recorded Monday, my 700 block podcast, I recorded it during workout time.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here thinking after work, I got to do kickboxing and the gym.
Right.
and I also want to do something else. Something's got to give. And I'm thinking, to me to be as good as I want to be with this, I might got to cut back on some of the gym stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm there all evening.
Yeah.
Kickboxing in the gym, that's 3 hours after work.
How about you
3
teach me
hours?
some of that shit?
Kickboxing is an hour.
Delegate.
Kickboxing is an hour. The gym is like an hour plus.
Wait, are you doing the gym and kickboxing in one day?
After work at 5, kickboxing starts at 6:15. Over at 7:15, 7:20, then it's to the gym.
Look, bro, this is what I tell you.
But just cut back on the amount of time.
Or you just show
Don't
me
cut it all the way.
some of the technical shit that you do.
Right.
I can do it from my computer. And
Right.
free up some of your time.
Right.
Because for me, it got to the point I was just like, I'm doing this no matter what. Like for me, I was like, I had to go straight after work.
He ain't say shit right there. All right, cool. Waste your fucking time then.
I got you. I'll show you some
It's
things.
hard to focus on all those things at once, man. You trying to, especially y'all. Like, I can't even. I feel like I'm in preparation right now for a kid. That's why I'm going so hard. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I've been like going dead ass hard because I really want a family. You feel me? Like that's success to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's happiness to me. But I feel like y'all doing all this and y'all still gotta be dad and y'all still gotta be the man of the house. Oh my God.
I was just with my son earlier, right? He's actually with my mom right now while I can't head to do this. And I was just looking at him earlier like, yo, I love my son. I was just watching him play on his tablet. Like he hasn't gotten to the point where he can say tablet.
Yeah.
He knows what it is. He go,
yeah, that right there.
I get it. And then he played Fruit Ninja on that shit.
Word.
All 10 fingers. First of all, you cheating, but I'm just watching him like, yo, this. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here just watching them, just learn and figure stuff out. This is great.
That's happiness. Yeah.
Badass.
Real happiness.
Badass.
All right. So those were the questions that we had for you.
Word.
So
Q in the building, man.
Thanks
What's
for,
your social media?
My social media is my first name and my last name. Quayshaun QUAYSHAUN.Williams. I know it's ratchet.
How many letters in your damn name?
I know it's 9. I used to hate my name. I used to hate my name. I used to ask my dad, and my dad was 17 when he had me. I was like, Dad, why'd you name me Quayshaun? He was like, I don't know. I thought it was easy.
shit.
John,
Denzel, what the fuck? Like,
Denzel?
Denzel, what the fuck?
it don't have no meaning.
Right.
I was like,
Nah, you ain't just.
That's the first thing
You ain't just sneak
thought about.
Denzel in there, did you? You just sneak Denzel like I didn't catch that. I could, Brian, Jake,
In terms of it being easy,
you feel me? But he was just like, I remember he always told me, I was like, Dad, can't nobody spell my name? They be messing up my name. He was like, be great. They gonna get it right. Look at Barack Obama.
And then you start telling your boys to call you variations of your name.
Yeah.
Call me Quay.
Call me
Or
Quay.
call me Q.
Call me Q.
Call me Q Dub.
But I just like, nah, fuck that. I just want to be myself.
So I got this question from Kayla as well. Shout out to Killer K.
Killer K.
Hey.
Young Hove.
You gotta ask a question?
No, I got a question for you.
Oh, sure.
I do actually I got a question for you, but I'm gonna save it for a little bit later.
Ooh.
I got a surprise question for you.
Ooh.
Not right now, though. Not right now, though.
What?
Consumerism. Did I say it right?
Oh, yes.
Consumerism during. I got another one for you though. During the holidays, people's obsession with giving gifts versus spending time with each other and actually focusing on the purpose, meaning of Christmas. So basically, what's going on is Christmas time comes, and what we do, we go shopping for toys and gifts for people instead of actually
Spending time.
going off the meaning of actual Christmas. I could. And once again, this is just me looking from the outside, and these are not things that I've actually dealt with, but just like the question about the STD situation, you get to a point in your life where you've matured. The person that you're dating or the family you've created isn't on your level. And you be like, you know what? Christmas ain't what it used to be. Mm-hmm. You know what? No gifts for nobody. Mm-hmm. You become the Grinch. You become the bad guy. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard to break away from that, even though we might look at it as, this is not really what Christmas is about.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it just goes back to the STI conversation. How do you have that conversation with the person, with the people? Because you got to talk to the parent as well, the co-parent, you know, the mom. Hey, listen.
Yo, we ain't doing toys.
We're not doing toys this year. Well,
You sound like Terry Crews on Everybody Hates Chris. You're celebrating Hanukkah this year, motherfucker.
Right, so how do you
gonna get this corn on the cob, fresh off the field, dry as hell?
But that's my thing, though. How do you just have that
Emoji
conversation?
or whatever the hell
Because it
right.
comes out random, right? November 31st. You know what? We're not doing Chris. We're not doing toys this year.
Maybe you should have that conversation in January.
Yeah, I think you gotta
Yeah, that's
I
gonna
was
be like a
excited,
year-long
I'm like-
conversation. You gotta know all year we not doing Christmas.
Yeah, I'll be mad as hell.
Like you can't be like December can't get here. And I already got.
But what if
Fuck
that's
you
when you
mean?
feel it? I feel it now. It's just
Your check feeling
Yeah, you
now.
definitely gonna be the Grinch. You're definitely gonna be the Grinch. But who asks? All right, so what are the people that actually ask for quality time instead of a gift?
Yeah, or instead
How
of a
about
gift,
that?
like
I
have
don't want
an
nothing.
experience.
I don't want nothing for Christmas, man. Just come through and kick it,
Yeah, or like let's go
or just pull
somewhere.
up. Ain't nobody saying this.
I mean, if it's kids, like it depends.
Kids. It's more
you
likely
talking
the
about
kids.
Yeah,
It's more
So
kids,
kids,
though.
I feel like that you can't just like. I mean, I guess you can, but like something abrupt like that. I think what he said, as far as just letting them know ahead of time, like yo, it ain't gonna be no Christmas
Or maybe
this
you
year.
just don't have to get like the big ass expensive, like instead of
You don't
10
gotta do
gifts, give
gifts,
them like
yeah.
4.
And
You
how
gotta
do
give
you
them a gift. You
But
can
how do
take
you-
them somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do things like
how
spend
do you explain?
time.
How do you explain it to them when they see their other friends and shit running around talking about
Exactly.
Christmas? And
You
this
can be
and
like,
they got
oh,
this,
look,
that,
we went to Miami.
We
You
different.
were sitting in the house opening gifts. Look at us on the beach.
But you got to
Yeah.
understand, you're not going to Miami.
You
on
ain't going to
December
Miami
25th.
either. I mean,
It's all about.
you just ain't going nowhere.
Forget what you did in June.
Yeah,
Like, here's the thing. As adults, we're counting the coins. Hey, listen, I done took you here, here, and there.
Right.
Christmas coming. You can take the your foot off the gas. They don't want to hear that. What did you do for me on December 25?
We went somewhere. We went to movies. We spent time. We had fun with the family.
Oh, now you, yeah, all right, yeah, okay. Okay, now if
You had fun with the
But
family.
why can't you
That
teach
kid was
that to
trying
the
to hear that
kids,
shit.
though?
well, my family ain't getting shit this year. I'm doing the holiday give back for all the kids. I told them, look, it's bigger than y'all. It ain't about y'all this
It's
year.
bigger than Nino Brown.
I was just about to say that. It's bigger than Nino Brown, bro. For real,
It's
like-
bigger than Nino
Thank
Brown.
God I don't
Yeah,
have.
that's what I was thinking about that too.
I said, thank God I don't have much family to buy gifts for anyway. So that's
But that's what I'm
always
saying.
helpful.
Well, I got a rule. Well, once the family starts having
It's bigger than
kids,
Nino Brown.
it's bigger than Nino Brown.
Nino Brown, that nigga, man. Y'all just sleep on Nino Brown, man.
Nino
Once-
Brown,
once-
if I go down, everybody
goes down. The gutter man, everybody.
But you see how he sat back like,
right now, right? Listen, if I go down, everybody going to fuck down with me. But nah, I forgot what I was going to say.
When you have kids,
Oh yeah. When family members have kids, i.e. my brothers and shit, they go get gift right there. It
Word.
transfers
For the kids, right,
to the kids, but
yeah.
it gotta be like I think it's gotta be like a cohesive family thing. I don't want my son to be like, all right, we're not experimenting Christmas this year. And he might even understand, all right, Dad, cool. But then you go to his cousin's house and shit, he got everything in life under the tree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it needs to be more of a cohesive thing. If it's gonna be like that, you don't want to single one kid out because then, regret and all that type of shit start to seep into the picture, and the kid start to look at you negatively over Christmas. But it happened.
I think you just
Yeah,
gotta
that's
have a
crazy.
conversation with kids and teach kids not to. Christmas is just not about gifts.
Yeah, you gotta teach them that at an early age.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, a kid might have all the gifts underneath the tree at Christmas time, but what about the rest of the year? Because that happens to a lot of kids too. Okay, they get this outpour
Yeah, I know.
once or twice a year, but then the rest of the year,
They don't.
what's going
I don't
on?
think they care.
I mean,
they
I
only
wasn't
care about
trying-
that day.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't trying to hear that shit as a kid.
Nah,
I
hell no.
wasn't trying to hear that shit as a kid. Like, no.
As I got older, then it was just like whatever.
Especially
Of course, because now you get older, you got to spend money.
Yeah.
Because then,
Like,
you know what? Just like
Yeah.
Kayla just said too, like, what the fuck did Kayla just say? What did you say?
I was saying, like, kids, they might get that, a lot of times they get that outpour 1 or 2 times a year,
Right,
but then the rest
okay.
of the year, it's like,
Right, that was like that. I remember as a kid, there was a lot of times I didn't get what I wanted until fucking Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Throughout
that's
the
true.
year. It's like,
Yeah,
I
right.
want that.
Yeah.
Nope, I ain't got it this time. But I know when December comes, all right, which ain't no way you're going to deny me this.
Right. Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Like, everybody fucking got it. So, that's a tough
That's a real good question though. Like I've never thought about nothing
That's a
like
tough
that.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we celebrate Christmas and shit, so.
Right.
And my son's birthday is 2 days after Christmas. So, you know what? We might just cancel that shit.
Yeah.
You gonna celebrate 2 days later anyway.
How old is he though?
It'll be 2 on the
Yeah,
27th.
yeah,
But yeah, you got time.
He ain't gonna know the difference.
He ain't gonna know
Christmas
the
gift,
difference.
birthday
Right,
gift.
right,
Nah,
right.
yeah, there you go. Shit.
Yeah, I just
Wait, nigga.
I just see it normally happens when you make transitions in your life. Like you be single and you celebrate Christmas, and then you get in a relationship, you have a kid, and all of a sudden you don't like Christmas no more. It's just like right, but it's just like
They got that
you've
check.
seen it. It's just like all right,
Definitely sound like Terry
know what?
Crews off everybody.
I don't think we should be celebrating Christmas, but your wife or your husband might be real passionate about it. So it's stuff like that you just got to watch out for.
have that
It's not a matter
conversation.
of not celebrating Christmas. It's just not focusing on gifts as a part of celebrating Christmas.
Okay, all right.
Because people say, oh, gifts, but what about sitting around and having dinner with your family? Or
Yeah, we can do that after we open these motherfucking presents.
I'd rather take a trip. I'll be on my traveling shit.
I like
Fuck
that.
a gift that I'm gonna forget about in 6 months. I want to go somewhere.
Yeah,
But
but
I
a
start asking for shit for
12-year-old
quality.
or an 8-year-old, they don't give a fuck about taking no trip. They
But
might.
you
I
can
don't
teach
know.
your kids that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Teach your kids to
That's
value
true.
experiences over
Hit
material
them early,
things.
because if you hit them,
Oh, it's a
You got-
bar.
Some of these kids you have to do a segue into. You have to start
Well, yeah,
getting them
that's what
trips
I said.
and
Let's-
taking them, getting them gifts and taking them on trips
Yeah.
and slowly taking them gifts away. Like,
Yeah.
all right, nigga, we don't.
You know what? I actually might do that
You know
for
what
my
I'm saying?
family. Yeah, I like
Wait,
that.
as time goes on.
so segueing off of that, the big topic this week has been the cheating lifestyle of some.
Oh Lord.
And
Somebody
the
cheated?
big, oh, every day.
Offset cheated.
I mean,
Every day.
I didn't say niggas.
every day, what?
Nah.
But cheating happens every day because black men don't cheat. We know
Black
that.
men don't cheat. Yeah,
Black
you
men
right.
don't cheat.
You part of
Especially-
the faithful black man community?
I am.
Word.
I ain't cheated since
Man.
86, bro.
You ain't cheat since that's when you was born?
Yes.
But the big debate that I've seen happening on social media, and it's mostly between women, is cheating a deal breaker? And I actually seen it being 50-50 as to where no, cheating is not a deal breaker, and some are just like, yeah, you cheat on me and you're done.
I think it's who you ask.
It is depend because
It's very situational.
I agree.
For me, it's not, though.
I don't want to talk about.
Nah.
I don't really want to talk about these two, but I just use an example of what I heard.
Who?
Cardi B and Offset.
Offset. Yeah.
I was about to say Quavo because I don't even know him.
They all look alike.
Allegedly,
They do.
allegedly, because they got married, and I think Cardi is the breadwinner. I think.
Ooh.
I think.
Nah, Offset. Definitely Offset.
But no. He might got more. See, I think what she signed on to will get her more bread
In the future.
in the future.
Yeah, I agree. I can see that.
I don't see nothing the Migos is doing right
Yeah,
now.
because she has multiple
She
businesses
has
outside
right.
of music.
She's going to be worth much more.
Yeah, but
than
Offset
him.
and them been on way longer than her.
But just
True.
music.
She just got on a year ago.
But do they just got? Did they just get music money? 'Cause I don't hear much about
But
that.
that's what I'm saying. What else?
what they
What else do
doing,
they do?
I don't know.
Cardi got her hand in some things.
I'm not saying they don't do nothing,
So
but
what
I
I'm-
ain't heard about.
So what I'm saying to you is, if you're married and you ain't signed that prenup, and you got your hands in a lot of things, and
Lil Cardi B, think he about to get you down?
it's a
Did she sign
rumor that he
something?
might be entitled to some things.
Damn.
Right.
Like if she put it like this, what I read was she's not worth $100 million now, but she will be. He can get half of that.
She stopped fighting people at fashion.
Yeah, I was about to say, we don't know what happened. But nah, I can see that, though. She's definitely projecting to make a lot of money.
And
She's
in
a
that
star.
case,
The time
I think you need to hold on.
Yeah.
Not time for
Because you're not getting 50 mil of my bread.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
They situation just weird. I don't know, man. I can't. Like, I'm not married and shit.
What
so I
happened,
don't
though? What are the
like-
details?
We're not talking about them, but we're just saying if somebody was to cheat on you, if
Oh,
somebody
it's
was
over.
to cheat,
It's over. God forgives,
it's
I don't.
over?
Yeah.
God forgives, I don't.
What about your living situation? Y'all got a house. Y'all got
All that,
things tied
all
up.
that is over with. I figure it out. Like I've been, you know what I mean, bounced around before. I've had and lost before. Like it's over though. Like that's like to me the ultimate betrayal. You know what I mean? It
Yes,
could
it
never
is.
be
Yes, it
fixed
is.
after that because I feel like I'm always going. I'm
You
a
fucking
petty
somebody
nigga.
when you go out the
I'm
house
grown now,
the next
so
time.
Yeah, like
Bitch, where you going? I'm getting my eyebrows
Yeah.
done. Bitch,
You know
got
what
the
I
nigga
mean?
doing
Like,
your eyebrows.
it's just gonna be like,
bitch.
yeah, like I don't want to live like that.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's just like a betrayal of my trust. I feel like I never look at you the same again. Now I'm saying that as a single man with no kids, no living situation with a woman. So I don't know actually. I thought about that on the way here because you prepped me for the questions. And if I was married and I had kids and my wife stepped out on me, like it's like, damn, now why did? It's like we gotta break up a happy home. Now we gotta explain this to the kids. You know what I mean? That's gonna affect them.
She should have thought about that shit before
I
she
feel the
popped that
same
pussy.
way. I feel the same way, bro. That's how I feel now. I feel like,
Oh my gosh.
There's a
But God forbid, let the
situations for
nigga
you
do
to say
it.
no.
And it's home. Let's talk about it. Let's go to therapy. No.
That's
Y'all
what I'm
gonna want? She gonna want to talk about it too after she get
Nah.
caught doing what she doing.
Listen, I got 5 sisters.
Nobody
I tell
gets
them
caught in
the
some
same
shit. They be like, you know what? You got me. I guess it's over.
Yeah.
You know what? The red-handed. I'll pack my things. I'll pack, baby. I'll leave. What the fuck? No.
And to keep it a buck, the women don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that. All right, you got me. It's over.
You don't even care about me.
I'm leaving.
You just gonna leave
you
like
gonna
that?
leave? But you just caught me cheating. Don't you want me to
Terrible.
baby?
I'm breaking up with you.
That's
and
funny
you
as
caught
hell.
me cheating.
It's not you, it's me.
I'm helping you out. All right.
Have you ever cheated and got caught?
Hell yeah.
You did? And y'all stayed
Hell
together?
yeah.
So she took you back.
Yeah.
Did she brought it up again or like?
Hell yeah. That shit don't go away, man. Like,
then,
and it's
all right,
the
so
same.
peep game,
It's the
look.
same with me too.
So
like,
once I would want it to be over, even if I get caught cheating, because now if you catch me cheating, now in my head I'm always going to think you trying to get me back. Like I don't know what you doing.
That
I'm gonna be
too.
like, damn. She
But the
probably
better
feel like it's
question is,
alright
what
to
if you
fuck the
don't get
contact.
caught? When do you stop, or do you just keep going until you get caught?
I feel like if you don't get caught, it ain't
That's
happening.
and the beat
Better
goes on. I think right with at this stage of my life with everything that I've experienced to date, with everything that I've known, feeling the betrayals and being the person who's done the betraying, it's not a good feeling on either side. It fucks you up both ways. So I would like at this stage of my life, I'll say no because
You wouldn't break up?
I would. I said no. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to deal with it because I dealt with it, and what ensued after how I felt after just wasn't a good look. Like, you're kind of not yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't want to feel like that. So I'm the type of person is if I feel some type of way about you or a situation, I gotta distance myself.
Yeah.
I gotta move away and let my thoughts clear so I can think like clearly. I gotta measure my emotions versus what's real.
Right.
And I gotta really figure that shit out. Sometimes, you know, if this. What's the scenario? It's the first time deal. This your seventh time, bitch.
Fuck
like,
that.
The same niggas,
You
seven
can bag
different
my
niggas.
chick, bro. You can have my chick.
That's
like,
a fact too.
You feel me?
But in the aspect of being in a family,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. It's a lot of different shit that you got to measure. I definitely think it's situational. At this stage of my life, I would definitely say I'm out. But in a married scenario, I have no idea because I don't know what goes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. My views might change once I get married and I got
She got to
kids
sleep
involved.
on the couch for sure, though. For like 2 weeks. She definitely got to sleep on the couch. Because she put me on that motherfucker.
You got put on the couch before?
Yeah, I got put on. It was a full time. My nigga, I should have had a couple. Sticking to that motherfucker.
What about you?
Would you?
It's over, Kayla?
Oh yeah, and this like single, no kids, hell yeah, I'm out. But
Right.
but like everybody else is saying, the marriage and all that, I don't know.
You might reconsider.
And I feel like it also depends on how much money a nigga has. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, she
course
kept
it
it all
does.
the way 100 though.
I'm
Like,
not gonna
okay.
lie.
She kept it 100.
Yeah, because my thing is, I don't blame some of these
Women?
rich women. I mean, well, these women who stay with these rich guys after they get cheated on over and over. Send me somewhere for a week. Like, whatever, get out of my face.
That's it?
Run the check.
All right, so
Hey,
now that
rich
you brought that
niggas.
up-
Bad Kayla because it's lit.
So, like
That'd
you
be
said,
nice.
you brought that up, right? Diddy had
Just
a
don't
love
embarrass me.
contract. Diddy said he got a love contract. With 80% of his love, you feel me? It's going to be good. You're going to be on yachts. You feel me? You're going to buy all the finest things. You get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. All that. But 20% you're going to deal with some bullshit. You know, I might step out. You here for that.
I might not come home.
Don't
tonight
embarrass
and
me.
not call you.
Just don't embarrass you.
Don't embarrass me.
And that's
all you
what
need is that check for Kayla.
But listen, but no.
What if a nigga that don't got no money don't embarrass you?
This
What's
is-
the difference?
this
No,
this
you
is-
don't have no
check.
money. No.
This is
He didn't embarrass you though.
No.
But this is something
Period.
But he
that
didn't embarrass you.
No.
this is something that I've been hearing for a long time.
I'm lost.
Because
the
I'm sick of
cheating-
it. It's just dumb.
For women, the cheating is bad, but it's the embarrassment that really sets them off, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, just don't
Yeah.
embarrass me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know
Don't
what I mean?
embarrass. The world doesn't need to know. Don't
Like,
get
the
the side
moment
bitch
you fuck
pregnant.
somebody else,
Don't
you're
bring me
embarrassed.
else.
That person
Don't bring me
knows. That's
back
what I'm
nothing.
saying.
Right,
The
right,
nigga
right.
you fuck
But it
knows.
still
Right.
might be. It
You
still
know,
might
right.
be on the low, the hush. I
Man,
mean,
that nigga told his boys.
Right,
Man, fuck
right.
that.
And now they looking at you crazy.
I'm riding
But then it's
past.
like, why are you
I'm in
running
the
your
mall and
mouth?
shit.
Why are
Like,
you
look at
so
that nigga.
comfortable?
Look at him.
Why are you so comfortable with
phone
telling
every break.
everybody?
Kissing her in the
But
mouth.
my thing is, if you have your little side chicks or whatever, why are you so comfortable with boasting about that and embarrassing me and telling niggas and walking down the street with her and treating her like she the
My
main
thing-
bitch and getting her pregnant?
Ain't
and
even
fucking
got to
her
be all
all.
that. My
Like,
thing is just that people talk, regardless of how secretive it may or might not be. People talk,
Right.
Right, and people
have that bitch under
people,
contract. Bitch, don't run your mouth.
People have people that they confide in, regardless of what it may be. Like you have one person at least that you'll tell some dark shit to,
Yeah.
that you don't expect to leak, but then it fucking does.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
So you can't control that shit. You really can't.
and I'm
And social media don't help no more either.
Nah.
Social media.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go with y'all though. It depends on what we got going on. If it's a lot going on, then you might have to consider all things. And I'm a realist.
You have to.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
realist. I'm gonna be like, listen, there's no way, and I might be wrong, and I might catch flack for what I'm about to say, but I just don't see myself being with somebody for decades of my life and they not step out one time.
So you feel like everybody cheat?
I think everybody has their moment. It's cheating.
Everybody
Everybody
has
has.
I completely. I agree.
But
I'm never getting married after this episode.
Yo, dead ass. All of the terrible stories that I've been hearing about people being in relationships and marriage, it is scary as shit. It's why waste my time? I'm scared to have
And
kids.
then marriage. People look at marriage as a business move more than anything, and not really the love part. Like marriage,
you don't separate.
My bad, bro. My bad. I'm just saying.
But I heard
since I've been single, bro, I've been hearing so much reinforcing shit of not to be in a relationship ever again.
It's scary. But I heard of a woman saying how like her and her husband or life partner, I think she said every 5 years they come together. I know it wasn't Jada. Maybe like every 5 years they come together and they have a conversation, like, because people change over time. Like the same person that you meet, you know, when you're 19, 20, they're not supposed to be the same person 10 years, 20 years from
That's
now.
true. Yeah,
so
people
you
change.
should every 5 years or however many years sit down and have a conversation like, this was our expectations in the beginning. You know, have things changed? Do you want this? Do you want that? Try to come to some sort of agreement.
I just want all people to be open to those conversations, right? Because you can bring that shit up, but somebody can be so defensive to it that they're not even hearing the conversation. Like,
but
you
it's like, why are you with that person?
Like, in the moments, if y'all got that relationship or y'all even trying to figure it out, like, you gotta hear the hard truth. Like, the fuck you in a marriage or the long term relationship with somebody, but you only want to hear the good shit about yourself. Nah, you gotta take how I feel. It might not always be pleasing to you. It might not be what you want to hear. Yeah. But me bringing it to you is for me. If I'm telling you some shit that's hard to say, that's a sign of love from me to you.
Right. Yeah.
I'm trusting you with how scared I am to tell you this. Like, I'm trusting you so that you won't flip on me. And then you flip on me, I'm not fucking telling you shit else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I got a random quick question for Kailah. Oh. I just wanted to ask her. This was a big topic during the week. Getting DM'd by somebody and ignoring the DM and then receiving a curse out following. If somebody inboxed you and you ignored it and their next reply is a paragraph of cursing you out about why they didn't want you anyway.
That's
first of all, nigga, you did. Shit. That's why you came in my DM. Do that. But a lot of times I just ignore it, block them, whatever, because it's not worth the time. It depends who it is, though.
What's the method behind that, though? It's like, I guess, fellas, because I guess that's our thing. Like, we gotta
do shit. Women don't do it straight out like that. But let's say the joint did DM you, but she see you posting. You might have had interactions with her before she started.
I think I know what you're about to say.
Right? Interactions with her before you start. I seen her around. I might have liked the picture too. Then she hit you in the DM, and you kind of like, you like real light. I one word answer motherfuckers I don't want to talk to. Right? Then it's like, all right, that conversation happened. Then you don't reply to the last message, and then you post again, and then you get the next DM. Oh, so you ain't see my last message? Shit like that. Like, oh, so you ain't gonna reply to my message?
Something else too. Like, if she DM you and you just write LOL, but then you go create a post and then somebody comments on that post and you giving that person all your attention. Yeah. But all you wrote was LOL to her.
But then people don't be saying shit, so it's like,
people don't be saying
shit. Audacity to hit me with some shit like that.
Yo, I hit a motherfucker with the upside down emoji quick. I don't know what else to fuck to say. I don't know what else to say, but
I'll see you later.
So Fresco made a good point because all sections do it, but it was just that the disrespect kind of comes from the men.
Yeah, flat out, it's from the men.
When the message says read, but you didn't reply. So
I ain't want your biscuit head ass anyway.
But nigga, you was trying to fuck this biscuit head ass him.
I only DM'd you, bitch, because your titties is out.
Okay, and you're still here. I've had to tell guys that, but it's like, okay, but you're still in my DMs going off. Like,
I feel bad for girls, yo. Like,
it's ridiculous.
Niggas be weird.
It's bad out there, yo.
It's bad out here.
It's really
You leave me on read.
Certain shit that niggas be doing, I be like, damn, that nigga did that.
You leave me on read. I'm not messaging you again. Even if you message me like 2-3 days later, say, hey, I just saw this. Upside down smile.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's over.
It's upside down smile.
I'm a blocking ass bitch.
Never talk to you
I block everybody.
Again,
the way
I block everybody, mute everybody.
The way I move, if I was to DM you and you ignored it, I block you.
Yeah.
Ignore
it.
No.
Damn. How long before you send the DM until the block comes after that?
And no reply?
For 24 hours? She got 24 hours.
No. They're blocked forever. Because I look at it as like this.
Ditto. I'm with you.
Thank you.
I'm with you. Because my thing is, I'm blocking that negative energy out. Fuck out of here. So what?
That's bad. Y'all don't even know what the nigga was doing. different, son. Like,
I don't care.
Hey,
media
I don't
has
care.
changed.
And my
people.
thinking is, but what do you want from me? You
Right.
want me to just like your pics?
back in the day, you had to wait till the next day when the bitch came to school to reply to shit.
Nah.
Y'all you niggas can't wait 24. You can't
No,
wait a
I
few
can't.
hours.
You right,
for a
nah.
message.
I can't.
Right,
Nah.
You talk to your boys. Yo, she wrote you back yet? Nah, man, I'm still waiting.
Nah.
This shit.
I'm not waiting.
I'm still waiting to send the letter back.
Red, you saw it.
Nah, man.
You saw it. Nah.
Nah, if you ignore
Immediately.
me, is that's different. I feel what you're saying. I might not block you.
I'm not gonna block you. I'm just not gonna talk to you again.
Yeah, we
But
just
I
gonna
keep-
stay on
But why
live.
get that door open so that they can possibly talk to you
but
again?
we could just be fans.
Okay, well, what did you say in the DM? Like, what is the DM? You trying to kick
First
her out?
First off, either I or you sent me a friend request, so now we friends. Now I'm DM you.
Yeah.
And you ignore my DM. You got to go. What are you there for?
So
Right.
we're shooting your shot.
Why you wanna be my friend?
You shoot your shot on IG.
Yo. Aggressive and shit. You coming to knock.
My
You
boy
coming
Ace
to
always tell me, get out the DM, bro. Get out the DM. Like, he don't play the DM too long. So his thing is you on the DM and then you move to you get the number, you feel me? And that's when you really shoot your shot. Because my thing is, that's how I know you genuinely interested in me. I'm not about to shoot my shot over Instagram and I'm
But
telling
y'all got to
you
get
where
to
we
know
going.
each other first.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, so you,
Well, get to know me in
but-
person. That's
right.
the shit that's annoying about this generation.
Kayla,
too. I don't want to get to
if
know
I
you
don't
electronically.
know you, if I don't know
But-
you,
yeah,
I
but-
can't just be like, yo, let's go
Exactly.
out somewhere.
And he
I
might
don't-
never see you in real life again.
But
Y'all get that
so
states
if you-
away.
Well, why not?
I'm saying
Why
y'all
don't you want to
could.
see me? Isn't that the point? To eventually see me
Eventually,
in real
but
life?
not-
But,
Asking you out,
but what I'm
yeah.
saying is, I think there's some type of interaction prior to that. If that's your game and that's how you slide into the DMs,
Yeah.
you probably liked the picture or two before. She
Right.
liked the picture or two. You made
Wait,
a
so
comment
how-
of such a hair.
So if you like all her pictures and she like all your pictures, do you shoot your shot then? Is
Nigga,
that like consensual?
Steph Curry got bitch.
That's
I
consensual.
know you see me.
That's consent.
I know you see me. Niggas be all right. You like one too many, bitch. What's up?
I always hesitate with that. Girl, I recently just followed this chick out. She's
Nobody-
a baddie. She
Yo.
liked all my pics. I liked hers. I was like, should I shoot? I'm going to wait till she like more of my stuff.
No one person likes more of my Instagram pictures than on fake ass weave pages. Leave me alone.
Oh my God.
Them shits
They don't even
count.
like my shit. They
I
just
don't even
follow
know what
me.
that's even about. Like, what are they? I don't know what that's even about. Like,
I don't know.
I hope
what are
they're
they doing?
trying to hack my
Scammers.
shit.
They be scammers.
All right,
I
so we
block all those
can
motherfuckers.
get into our fresher fiascos, man.
Whoop, whoop.
Y'all already
word.
know how that go. We throw out a scenario when you say whether it's fresh fiasco, why
We got
not.
one of our live audience members here doing homework. That's what's up.
Word.
As you
What
should.
class is
Pride
that?
is real.
What class is that?
Hold on.
Bio
Biostatistics.
I can't even spell biostatistics.
Almost
Yeah, that sounds like a
mispronounced
lot
it.
going on.
Oh, I think that's right. 'cause I took
Doctorate of
biostatistics
nursing.
for my master's
Wow.
program. That's what I said. I knew it was something helping
You a
me with
nurse?
biostatistics.
Listen, I hit my head the other day, right? Shit a little swollen right here. I hit that shit on
Put
the...
some ice on it. Drink some Robitussin.
Wait,
How many people?
Hold on.
A lot, right?
Who the
You
fuck
get
is
that a lot?
who is the nurse here? Who's the nurse here? I'm asking the biostatistic I'm good. You know what? We'll talk later because everybody's a fucking nurse.
The
here.
BSN.
So,
He funny as fuck. yo.
fresher fiasco.
What we got?
Complex Magazine names Pusha T album of the year, best album of the year. What we think of that? Fresher fiasco.
I'm gonna go Fiasco.
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 That's cap.
I love Pusha T. I went to the Daytona tour concert. That shit was lit.
That shit did look lit when you
It was
posted That
fucking
shit did look
litty.
dope.
But not the album of the year.
That shit had 5 songs on it.
7
songs. How was it gonna be an album of the year with 7 songs?
Well, I think that's the cutoff. Like the amount of songs that they had and the
Yeah.
time limit of that overall project.
You feel like
was
that
the
suffice?
amount of time
Word.
that was considered that gets a nomination for a Grammy.
Okay.
I say Fiasco because honestly, his album was a good album, but it wasn't nothing
his best work.
spectacular. Like it wasn't anything that made me go, oh shit,
Yeah,
he changed his
yeah.
bag on this
Yeah,
one. He
yeah.
had the shit with Drake that made everybody listen.
Right.
But if that would have never transpired, it just really would have been a basic, regular Pusha T album. He rapped about coke and drug dealing.
Same shit he been rapping about his whole career.
It was nothing of
Redundant.
major substance or even like major production that made me go, yo, this shit is just absolute fire.
Right.
It was a good album, no doubt, but album of the year,
No.
I'm gonna go Fiasco because so many albums dropped this year.
Right.
I don't know how anybody or a group of people can take all the albums together and just be like, I think this is the best out of it. I think this.
What is the
in 2018? The way that the artists flooded the streaming services
Yo,
is
it's too
ridiculous.
much
Yeah,
music,
it's a
bro.
lot of music.
30
coming out.
albums every Friday. It's like every
Right.
Friday, at least 30 albums was
What is the
dropping.
criteria for what you consider album of the year? Because one day Pusha T is album of the year on August 7th, and then tomorrow I'm bumping the shit out of J. Cole. Oh shit, this is my move right now.
Yeah.
Fuck that, I'm turning Pusha T off. It's different moments and different pockets where you enjoy certain music or artists more than the other at that time. So how do you collectively go through 365 days for all the music that's released and then go, this is the best one?
I think that's why we missed the magazines like The Source and stuff, because they would rank the albums when they dropped. So if your album was actually ranked high and it sold well, you got automatically put into that category. We're just dropping albums. So there's no rank. There's nothing. It's just
No
like
procedure.
Diddy called it a classic, so everybody said it was a classic. Like Diddy, I remember when Daytona came out, Diddy was like, this is a classic. So everybody ran
It
with
was out for 77 minutes.
It is a classic. I think it's a classic.
Fresh Fiasco. What you think? Fiasco, right?
Fiasco, yeah.
Okay.
I think nothing Kanye has been involved in can be album of the year, and nothing of the year for me.
Talk about it, yeah.
Honestly, I definitely think it was a great album. I just feel like there was a lot more better artists that dropped music this year, though.
Facts. I agree.
You know what I don't like about, I guess, today, like you mentioned before, Flaw, everyone is so quick to call an album of the year or call it a classic, but the shit has been out an hour. How did you listen to the whole album? Like, I'll be up at midnight and people are automatically tweeting about songs. Nigga, the album's been out for 5 minutes.
Right.
The first song is 7 minutes long. Did you even listen to it? And I feel like in order for us to really, or whoever's in charge of ranking these albums, like, how long are y'all really sitting with this shit?
Right.
Like, I feel like it takes more than a day or even a week to sit with an album. You need to sit with it for weeks and really like digest what they're talking about. Like, I don't even pay attention to or truly consider what these people are saying now, because it's like you didn't sit with it long enough.
Right. Honestly, if I had to give album of the year, and I think his shit came out too late to be considered album of the year for this year, it'll probably be considered it for 2019. But I'm gonna go with Meek, man.
I agree.
I'm gonna go with Meek.
I'm going with Meek too.
Where his story from 2 years ago, with everything that was going on with Drake,
Comeback,
shit with Nicki, all that goofy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? He was hooked on perks and all that. So he was moving funny. Now he was like the laughing stock of social media for that period for a long time.
Right.
Niggas clowned him so bad.
Underdog story,
But he was still making quality music.
Yeah.
He was still rapping his ass off, and for him to go from all of that fiasco and then to become the face of prison reform and go through the shit and make his story known for not just him but for other people, and then still produce this bomb ass album when it's actually, you can tell that his experiences as of late have directly influenced his album, and he's talking about quality shit. This is a good ass album. This is a real good album. I really fuck with this championship joint.
I think to a certain extent he's not really, I mean, granted, besides going into detail about the recent things he's experienced, he's not really talking about nothing new per se. He's been talking about how fucked up the justice system is. And all the bullshit that he's dealt with, his whatever, the DA, his lawyers or whatever. It's just, I guess he had to, a combination of all the bullshit that was overshadowing that, and with him doing this prison reform thing, like, people are actually paying attention to him now, and it's just crazy to see. Like,
he was on CNN doing an interview with him. I thought that was dope.
It's just crazy. Like, for years, I used to get so frustrated as a fan. Like, niggas really kept playing the shit out of Meek, and I'm like, no,
you gotta cry.
Fuck that.
You seen her, right?
I was like, my timeline used to piss me off. I've been a fan of Meek. Like, you know, I'm from Philly. I've been a fan of Meek since the nappy braids.
Flamers.
Like, I've watched him grow. So it's just like, niggas used to really be clowning Meek, and it's just, it feels good as a fan to watch him get the respect
I agree.
that he
I feel like he's from
deserves.
Trent.
Absolutely.
So, Fresh Fiasco. Bear with me, because this one's a doozy.
You want me to read it?
No.
Nigga said a
You got
doozy.
it? You good, boss?
That's a
Take your time.
podcast word.
Take your time. Don't enunciate.
Zoom in so the words are big enough so you can see.
Matter of fact, hold the side.
Hey, all right. YouTuber Christian Adam G, a man who resembles Travis Scott, staged a photo of him with a young lady. The problem is everyone thought it was Travis Scott cheating on Kylie Jenner. Adam said the goal of the video was not to hurt anybody's relationship, but it was to see how gullible the internet is.
Oops.
Fresh
Social
Fiasco.
experiment.
Travis Scott actually caught some heat for this because everybody thought it was him with a young lady. Turns out it was another guy. And he just...
I'm going to go Fiasco. Nigga, get my permission first. You walking around impersonating me.
Right.
My shit could have turned out real bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Social experiments, I think, are dope because it shows people the bullshit, you actually pay attention to it.
Right.
It's kind of like a mirror in your face.
Reality
but
check.
nigga, you could have fucked up my life. You playing with my life in a sense. Don't do that. Fiasco. If you gonna do it, bitch, let me be in on it. So I can give you the okay.
Me and my wife.
So I can prep or inform the motherfuckers around me for the bullshit that they fan. Because in this day and age, you just can't do shit and expect it to go away tomorrow. Like, nah, this shit be linked.
And to add one more thing to it, they added the TMZ stamp on it, so it looked official.
Oh,
It
shit.
looked
So
official.
TMZ was in on it too, or they just stole
it was a fake stamp.
Word.
Oh, man.
So that ain't that some
That
type
copyright
of
infringement or something?
Somebody
Yeah.
could get sued for that.
Yeah, he probably could get sued for that.
For defamation
And did he get any money for this?
It
He
wasn't
did.
about money.
Yeah.
It wasn't about money.
It was
Attention
just a
is the new
social
currency.
experiment,
Yeah.
basically.
It was an experiment, yeah.
Attention is
I
the new
say
currency. I agree with that.
fresh for him proving his point, but fiasco for potentially fucking his life up. Like, that's drawn.
I agree with Kayla.
You gotta see me, bro.
I think it's fresh for like the social experiment
He
thing,
proved
and
his
now we
point.
talking about him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in Trenton, New Jersey.
What's his
But-
name again? It doesn't matter what your name is.
I was about to say, I get
We
it.
don't give a
You're
fuck.
getting all this free promotion,
Right.
Right.
But fiasco, like he said, for get my permission, dog. Like I gotta
Absolutely.
get a random ass text from my
Now I
girl.
gotta
Or
explain
at the end of
myself.
the video,
Now I gotta
at the
explain
end of the
myself
video,
all
be
crazy.
like, psych, no, like something.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And to let us know with some bullshit. Now I gotta explain myself all crazy.
Would you rather be rich and famous or just like rich?
I'd rather just be rich?
Rich.
Rich and
I ain't-
famous.
I don't give a fuck
You ain't got to be on social media. That's the thing. If
The
you on
real
social-
rich people aren't on social media.
That's
Right.
Well,
I
depends
don't-
on who you are. I would be rich, filthy rich. Let's say I hit the lotto tomorrow for like 600 mil.
You just gonna stop your
Dipping.
podcast?
What?
I probably
Fuck
still
the
do
United
podcasting.
States.
Still
I'm
gonna do
dipping.
podcasts, right?
I do podcasts and I'm still gonna be on social media
Word.
in my home.
You need to buy a new home.
Niggas, I would
Absolutely.
I'm moving.
I would never come straight out and say I'm rich. Niggas would just figure I got bread from the shit you see me doing.
But if it's the lotto, I think you got to put your name out there.
All right, well,
going on
if you're
YouTube
not
with a
watching,
mask.
then you ain't gonna know.
All right, so next one, did you go? So everybody went, right?
Yeah, I went.
Yeah.
Fresh a fiasco. Okay, here we go. Kevin Hart withdraws from hosting the Oscars following an outcry over previous anti-gay tweets by the comedian.
I seen that. I hate what they got going on with that.
First of all, I'm shitty that them comments was from like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Granted,
like-
they're not. I'm not going to say that those comments were correct because they were drawn. But 2009, though, that's where they came from. They was like 2009.
Yep, 2009.
Yeah.
That's a people are
It's a
allowed
reach.
to. People do. Well, most people change their mindset and change their views. I know I was talking to some people and they were like, "Well, he hasn't done anything for the LGBTQ community to show that he's matured or his mindset has changed." He, in my opinion, he doesn't. He's not obligated to do that. My mindset can change. I don't have to prove to the world that my mindset has changed.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
that's not his. He's a comedian.
Responsibility,
He's
yeah.
not a social figure.
Yeah.
He's supposed to make people laugh, not drive society to make a change.
You know what I want this country to do? I want this country to take the list of
Smoke
amendments.
some weed,
I want them to
everybody.
take their list of amendments, cut that shit up, and rewrite it.
Wait, hold up, no,
Obviously-
because some of the amendments kind of keep up.
Obviously, them shits ain't helping none, right?
Yeah.
Freedom of speech, right? All right, cool. They can tweet some shit about a particular person, and he doesn't get a job because of it.
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's where we at in the world.
Like, yo, it's OD, man. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck if it was last year. Like, he apologized. It's not that big of a deal. Yo,
Yeah.
people say fucked up shit on social media all of the time.
It's a hypersensitive time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all of the time. Like, and who the fuck is the person that took their time to dig through this man's tweets to go way back to 2009?
I think they got whole
Loser.
departments.
Fucking
They got whole
loser.
departments for that.
Like, how does this work?
I
Like,
feel like that'd be people's jobs though. To do
Yeah,
that.
that'd be their job.
But I mean, who paid that person to do that though?
that's a weak
Your
ass
background
job.
check, I think in the future, your background check is going to, and that's probably
It's
now.
currently.
Like, yeah,
They
that's
check your
currently.
social
Like, they check
media.
your social media. I don't think a job is going to be checking 10 years of tweets,
No,
though. Like,
I would hope not.
It's
How
a
though?
fiasco.
How do you? It's not.
What are
even-
you looking for?
How
Like,
do you do
how do you-
that?
What they looking for, they found. They was looking for. Got
right.
him.
Right.
Well, I think,
That's a lot of scrolling.
I think all celebrities who use social media on like a pretty regular basis say something borderline offensive to a certain group of people.
That's just people.
Like, I feel like it's a group. I feel like it's a leader or some type of community that comes to the aid of almost everyone else except for like the straight black man.
That's facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's facts.
like let a white person say some shit about something racially charged about a black man on Twitter. Like, who the fuck is gonna be the champion and say, hey, We ain't go through all this for you to be up here tweeting this shit.
Right, right,
But
right.
let you say something. Let a black man say something about a gay person,
Right.
or a transgender person,
Right.
or any other person who feels like they have to fight for their rights, the same as we all fucking do in this
Right,
country. And
right.
It's an uproar. Like, relax, man. God damn, that man's a comedian. You probably still the same motherfucker's mad that he tweeted that. Still
Was just
gonna
at
see
his
next
show.
movies and all them shit.
It was just at his fucking show.
That's because we fickle as a community and as a country.
Very.
I'm gonna definitely go fiasco. And my frustration when it comes, just I've been looking at the news, and they just like what Fresco was touching on. They just want to keep comparing everything to the N-word and to slavery. You know, it's just like
Comparing apples to oranges. It's not the same.
right. That's what we had and have going on. That's what we got going on. But then, you know, when it comes down to everybody else, everybody seems to want to just tag along to what we got going on because they got something going on.
Right.
Nobody is defending us or helping us just for the shits and giggles. But it's just like when pie gets thrown in your face, oh, we fight for the same rights as y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe not.
But
You know
you're
what I'm saying?
reaching sometimes.
Trying to all lives
some of
matter
it is reaching.
situation. Like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Some
It's a
of
reach.
it is reaching, man. Like just do y'all. Don't compare what y'all got going on to what we got going because everybody's situation is different. Definitely.
But then, you know, I'm not going to say I only feel. I feel for folks who have that intersectionality thing going on. Like, they're a black man and they're gay. So it's like, how do they're dealing with the racism and the black man thing. And then comes that extra layer of homosexuality. And it's like, how do they, I just feel bad they got to navigate that.
Yeah. They do got it twice as hard. I'll say that.
I was
you
just
got it
thinking
twice as
about
hard.
Because it's like sometimes you get into that conversation of, well, how do you identify first? Do you identify as black first or as gay first?
I think people just need to mind their damn business.
A whole nother issue.
Who asked those questions?
Yeah.
So
I don't care.
fresh.
Well, you don't care
Are you
because you're
cool?
not black and gay.
No, I'm just saying, I'm more of a people's person. Like,
Right.
you can be black and gay and white and gay. Nigga, if you cool, you cool.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Fresh or fiasco. Dad makes his 10-year-old daughter walk 5 miles to school in 36-degree weather after she got suspended from the bus for bullying another student.
That's OD. Like that's a
fiasco like a
fiasco.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
How far did they walk?
You said 5
5 miles.
Oh, 5
5
miles.
In 36 degrees. How old is she?
10.
Woo,
Did she have on a
Yeah,
coat?
that's fucked up.
She had on a coat.
Nah,
She had on a
bro.
coat.
Nah. That's a
Y'all not
fiasco.
feeling that? Fiasco?
That's
Nah,
a
that's a
fiasco.
fiasco.
I'm all for punishment and discipline and all, but bruh, come on.
5
What he
miles?
do?
That's a lot.
He recorded this shit and posted it too.
I
Didn't
seen
he?
the picture. I don't know if it was a video, but
Nah,
he
I'm not
recorded
with that shit neither. I'm not with the public
Who published
embarrassment
these
of your
stories?
children.
Like,
Maybe like a mile. I think it's funny. It's not
I think
funny,
maybe a
but I
mile.
think it's a little
I
funny.
get it. Okay, you act up on the bus.
Mean as hell.
Now I gotta take time on my day to take you to school. Hell no. That you gonna walk since you wanna act up on the bus. I get it.
Yeah.
5 miles and 36-degree weather. God, at 10 years old?
yeah, I think health got to play into the punishment too.
That's
Some type of health concern.
Ain't that like can't you call IFIS for that? That's pretty. That sounds like
That
child
do
abuse.
sound like
That
child
sounds kind
abuse.
of like child abuse. I'd rather just beat my kid. Like,
right. Did y'all see the mom that had her
abuse
kid?
too.
That had her
Well,
kid
shit.
dancing because
It's
he was.
I seen that.
That was funny as hell.
I seen that.
The mom that had made her son dance for like 5 minutes because he had like jumped on the table and kept dancing while the teacher told him to stop. So she made him dance and he was crying.
Yeah, he was dancing and crying.
She's like, do the Fortnite. Do the Fortnite.
He was crying like
Like, you wasn't crying when you was standing on that table acting a fool
he
in
was on
class.
all
Let's
them
get the
little kid
dancing.
dances with tears in his eyes. That was funny.
That little dance that the kid.
Yes, the flaws.
he was
doing
crying.
all that. Crying,
What's
you
that
know.
called?
And the
He was
flaws.
about to
I didn't
do
know
it.
that.
He was about to do it.
You about to do the flaws?
I see you.
Yo, that's crazy. Nah, I wouldn't discipline my kid like that.
So we going off
I just
fiasco
take
across the board?
I just
All
take something from you.
fiascos.
Like, take her cell phone, bro. You would have killed the world.
Yeah, right.
But then my
right.
thing is her bullying that kid. That kid might have killed themselves from getting bullied from her.
Or they might
So
turn
it's
around
like
and kill her. Shit.
Y'all going
never
deep
know.
in that.
I mean,
Y'all going deep in
Deep
that.
dive.
How deep is the bullying, though?
Oh, I don't know.
I never
don't
been
know.
bullied, so I don't fucking know.
I've never been.
But-
I was bullied.
Yeah?
3rd grade, Nick McCarsky.
Damn.
Oh.
Did you
end up whipping his ass?
Yo, why does a bully have a whole name?
Because you remember them niggas, son?
A bully has a full
I ain't whipped his
name.
ass, but it was a whoop ass for 3rd grade. I remember I went to Holy Angels,
I'm so
3rd grade
smooth.
year. Oh, my bad. I went to Holy Angels, 3rd grade. Nick McCarsky used to always keep fucking with me.
Fuck
Where
outta
is
here,
he at
Nick
now?
McCarthy.
Do you know where he's at
I don't know
now?
where he at now, but he.
Hope
we-
he's listening to this
I hope
podcast.
he listens to this, Nick
Nah,
McCarthy.
I seen him. I met him in high school, and he like apologized and everything.
Better had something.
Yeah, like he apologized that day. Like the next day, my dad dad. I went home. This is the first time I like got into my first like real like situation. I went home. I was telling my dad about this dude. He was like, just punch him in the mouth one time. I bet you he ain't gonna bully you again. The next day, we was at like story time or whatever, and I like punched him in the mouth. He was crying. He was like, "Why did you do that?" I was like, "My dad told me if you bully."
You stopped him during story time, though. Like,
You stopped that nigga. So he wasn't bullying you that day. He ain't fuck with you that day at all.
He was fucking with me that day.
Story time,
He
man.
was fucking with me that day, and I had punched him in his mouth.
Time.
Yeah, I was punching. See, I forgot what he's. I don't know if he's the like.
Was he bullying you during story time?
He's bullying me during story time.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
bullying me during story
I
time.
thought y'all was just reading,
and I popped up.
and then you popped up.
right. You just ran up on him after
He's
the
always like say shit to me or like pluck my ear or something.
Oh yeah, so he had this sock. It was about time.
And he was like bigger than me and shit.
Oh yeah, he
but like I remember I punched him in his mouth, yo, and it's a third grade punch. You know what I mean? Like I'm in third grade.
I should have stopped a fight.
And he started crying. I guess he ain't expect it. You know what I mean? Like I punched him in his mouth, and he ain't fuck with me. Like
My bully didn't expect
What you
it.
getting, Nick? Fuck out of here.
My bully didn't expect it. We was at the lunch table, and he just walked behind me and took a nacho off my tray. Ate it.
Oh.
I got up.
That's a bold ass.
That's a jail bully. Like,
Yeah, right. You can always pick at me, not just be like whatever.
Just got home from his
I just transferred to junior 2,
Yeah.
and I ain't know nobody there, and he just would always pick at me. And one day we were just at lunch, and he reached over me, took a nacho with cheese on it,
yeah.
ate it.
Not with the cheese.
Had
Cheese
cheese
in front of the whole cafeteria.
Whole
Word.
cafeteria.
Did the cheese drip on your
The best part
clothes?
is I beat his ass in front of the whole cafeteria.
Okay.
And I honestly been respected since that day. Like I ain't really had to fight ever again in my life.
Word.
Like once that happened,
Yeah.
but I got suspended because it was a riot. I instituted a riot or something.
They be so extra.
But,
That sound
Yeah.
lit, nigga.
My first day in junior 4 was like that. Junior 4, this boy named Jose.
Nacho.
This how me and my
It's
boy
more about
Tyreek became
respect,
cool. I was in the lunch line or whatever, and this is my first time junior 4, bro. This is like my first day. I had got kicked out of school in Hamilton, went to junior 4. This is literally like my first day.
Ruggish.
It's they came up to me in the lunchroom and shit. Like Jose came right here, and Angel came right here. I swear to God, Puerto Rican niggas. You know, junior 4 out South Trenton. Puerto Rican niggas came up to me, whatever.
Yeah,
and-
beef with the Latin Kings, huh?
Yo, I
nigga?
don't remember what they
Oh,
were saying, but he was like, I think he said like, "We'll set you clean" or some
Yeah,
whack
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
some whack shit. And
What
What grade is
and I,
this?
and I just was like, you better get the fuck out of here. Whatever I said, whatever. So then they came up to my locker after school, like
Oh, shit.
deep, like to me and shit. I'm like, damn, it's about to go down and shit. It's like, yeah, it was that shit you was talking in the lunchroom or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But my boy Tyreek was like, nah, man, he good. Me and him was cool ever since he got me out to
So
get
some
my ass
random
whooped.
nigga
Random
that you ain't
nigga.
know
Random
saved
nigga.
your life.
Saved my life. He
Shout
was
out to
like,
Tyreek. He need more like you.
Yeah, influence though in junior 4.
Shout out to Tyreek, but fuck
You
you,
went
Nick.
his way.
He took me
Yeah, you right here.
Word.
You got the fuck is you doing?
Yes, I do that. The fuck is you doing?
Fuck is she doing? He doing.
I'm gonna play the
Fuck you up with that jacket.
I'm gonna play the music later because now it's app, so you just go into it.
Alright.
We just gonna chill because this is a little segment. Okay.
Yeah, man. Fuck is you doing? Podcast Brothers, episode 115.
115.
Ooh, look at that. Light of comment. Fuck is you doing? Y'all watch the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight?
Highlights.
Highlights.
Yeah, I watched the fight, right? It was a fight. Tyson Fury was putting leather to his ass. Whole fight. Deontay Wilder was looking for the knockout punch the entire time. The entire fight. Rounds 1 through 10, was it, I think? He was looking for the knockout punch the entire fight. It connected once or twice, but it didn't keep him down. And the rounds where he didn't put him down, which was every other round except for the 2, Fury was tagging his ass up. I mean, he was giving Wilder work the entire fight. This fuck is you doing is dedicated to the refs of that fight. Because as I'm watching it, I'm watching Wilder get his ass whooped, right? And it was easy because Wilder's not a boxer. He's a slugger. He want to hit you, he want to put you on your ass, which he is perfectly capable of doing. But the way that Fury fights, like he's a crackhead, like he was shaking, like he was on the shit all night, like he was literally like this the whole fight, and he was getting his punches in. Wilder can't get his punches in. I want to know what the fuck fight was the refs watching for this to end up in a draw. I'm so confused because I could have sworn it was over. Well, not over, but I could have sworn that Fury was going to win this fight based on the performance that he put on. And after not fighting for 2 years, the battling drugs and all this other shit that he was doing, and go the distance with a nigga that's been active, that's 40-0,
Right.
with 36 knockouts. Yo, I don't know what fight they was watching. I think Chris Broussard tweeted and said, Wilder won the first 5 rounds, and he outboxed Fury. Nigga, weird. What the fuck was you watching? That's why some niggas just need to stick to their profession, which is covering basketball. That shit ain't make no fucking sense. If you watch this fight, please go back and watch it, and you let me know what the fuck these wrestlers watching to draw this bout a draw. Now, obviously, it's about the money. You know what I'm saying? It was a big fight. Heavyweights don't really tangle like that no more. I don't remember the last heavyweight fight I've seen that was memorable that made me want to watch a rematch. But this has rematch potential written all over it. So it's for the bread. But it shouldn't be no fucking rematch, because if you watch this fight, Wilder got taxed every fucking round except for the 2 that he put him down. And when he did land his most powerful punch, Fury got up. And he continued to kick his ass like he was through the remainder of the fight. I would really like to know what the fuck the rest was doing or watching for this bout to end up in a draw. Fuck is you doing? It's like, fuck, bro. Like, he won that fight, yo. I don't want to. If you're not going, if I tax a nigga like that and it's a draw, I don't want no rematch. I done did my best work. I done put hands on this nigga, and you gonna cheat me and make it a draw? Fuck y'all rematch, man. Like, I won. Everybody saw that. I won. I was going for the black man. I was. Shit, but he didn't win.
So, Q, how was your time chilling with the brothers and Kayla, man?
This was amazing.
This was
definitely amazing.
There's a lot of energy in this episode, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I like Kayla. Little addition to the episode too. I like her here. She's a great research
What
analyst.
about us though?
Y'all was dope.
Thank you very much.
I actually listen to y'all podcast, so I like y'all. I like y'all dynamic. Yeah, I like y'all dynamic, man. And I like
Fresco's such a hater, y'all. I can't.
Listen, I hate willingly though, so you know when I'm hating.
So tell the people what you got coming up. You spoke about it earlier, but we're gonna close the show with the Christmas
the holiday
event,
give back.
the holiday give back.
December 22nd, 12 to 4 at Isla Mae's Restaurant on Market Street, 313 Market Street in Trenton, New Jersey. The holiday give back, like I said, we giving out free new toys for the people, for the kids. We're giving out used books, free and new and used books. We're giving out free food, gift bags, which is the sponsors. Hold on, can I shout out the sponsors? I really want to shout out
Shout out all the sponsors.
the sponsors, because they definitely need to be noticed, because I can't do this by myself. I want to shout out the Mayframes, Vegans Dream, the Podcast Brothers,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Money Mission, Dress Me Tonight, Funderburg Famous, Shahida Textiles, October's Vintage, Loaf by Fascia, Blanco Beats, Mother B Beauty Bar, Roz the Creator, and we got some new sponsors. I want to shout out my boy Cash and my boy LV, the print god on Instagram.
Okay.
This man got connections, folks. You heard that?
All right, Kayla, you good? Any shout outs?
No shout out. Shout out to my little brothers that came with me today.
Shout out to the little kings in the building. What's up, fellas?
They look like they don't want to be here.
Young Trayvon Martins.
He hit me
Right.
with
It
this.
looks like they don't want to be here, but it's okay.
All right. So this was episode 115. Fresco, you good? Any shout outs?
I'm straight, man. Shout out to my baby, resting above the skies above. Riley Strong forever. I love you. Shout out to my son.
Word.
Happy holidays to everybody, man. Show love, give love. Dig?
And this was episode 115. Peace out.
15.
Yeah.